All right, let's talk about Guildfest once again. And in this video, we're going to talk about the quick and easy quests. So we're going to talk about guild coins, gems, increase might, which is the turf quest, use fragments, and also familiar experience. So for instance, I'll start with this because we have one on the board. We currently have two. We have two on the board. This I consider a bad one, and this is a good one. Obviously, that's my threshold. Uh, I'd say the lowest quest I'm gonna show on this as 138 points. So 140 is basically around the average we're trying to get. Basically, when I say that 140, 150 is the average, it's not really the average. To me, that's the bottom. So I don't really go lower than that. Obviously, I spoke about like the Tycoon 130 points and the Labyrinth 126. I only do those whenever we have whenever it's I have a bonus quest where I have to complete 6 quests in one day, either the first or the last day. So as you can see, someone already erased that one. That's a bad one. This is a good one to me. 140 points, only basically 18,000 experience. There's another one that gives 170. It costs 36,000 experience. Right now, these are not there. Um, but let's look at basically how you get those. Please never use your fragments for that. Use your potions and elixirs. You'll get those on a daily basis just by doing the daily quests. I believe it's the last one. You get like 24 at Castle 25, so that's pretty good. Just stock them for an event like this or exchange extravaganza. The other ones, the elixir, you can get them as Guildfest rewards, which I suggest you don't do. But you also can get them with the Tycoon. Yeah, as you can see, it's a reward from Tycoon, and you also can get them from high level Dark Essences 26, 27, 28. So I suggest you stock them. You only use them for Guildfest and exchange extravaganza whenever it happens. So there's no point in using them unless you're really close to an upgrade or whatever. It's up to you. Another quest that's pretty good is also use fragments. So basically, use fragments, as you can see, that doesn't mean you use them to increase the experience. It means you use them for increasing the skills of your familiars. It's always good to equip your familiar main end for that because it gives a skill experience boost. It's not a lot. It's 1.25, but it's worth it. I mean, it's worth it. It's better than nothing. Is what I mean. So basically, what you do. Well, I'll do it on, let's say, this guy here. So basically, I would only do the 600 fragments for 158 points. So today, as you can see, I've done my I've used my runes for the day. So I hit this 4 times. I'm not gonna use that. Obviously, I'm still saving for the next event, but that's a pretty good one. It's a great way to increase the skills of your familiars during Guildfest or Exchange Extravaganza. Aside from the daily hits you should be doing on that. Another great quest is so I don't know if it's on the board, probably not right now. Yeah, it's all resetting, but it's the increased might quest. It's 160,000 might, gives 144 points. Pretty good. You do it like this. Basically, you use turf quests because these guys, they give you might. So you would need to get a 160,000. So as you can see right now, I have a bunch of quests. So I could either do one like this, or I could do a combination of this one and this one. But yeah, I usually do these quests whenever I have a 6 quests during a day that I need to do as my bonus quest. Pretty good one. It gives a small amount of points. It gives the average, basically the minimum that we need in our guild. I strive to get a lot more points than that, so I usually don't use them. But it's a nice quest, especially if you're a lower level. It's a great way to get to get some experience for your heroes, well, your accounts, because it gives experience. So if you're a lower castle, a lower level, not yet level 60, these are great quests. So the other ones are, as you can see in the thumbnail, the spend guild coins. There's only one that's worth it. It's the 138. So it's probably not on the board right now with the refresh. It is not there. It's a great quest, 138. I only use this one. I don't do the other ones. As you can see, I have a bunch of them. There's the main reason why I do that is I rarely use them because they're on the very low end of what I consider good quest. They're quick, they're easy. So if I'm stuck on a bonus, let's say my only viable bonus is like 6 quests on the first day, and I see that quest, I will jump on it and I will do it. But otherwise, I try to stay away from these quests because, like I said, they're on the lower end of the points that I'm trying to get. On one other bonus quest you can get also is spend 3.6 million guild coins. It's very good. That's why I'm stocking my guild coins. Basically, right now I have enough for the next 2 times I have this as a bonus quest. Whenever I have too many, that's where I buy outside. That's why I spend my guild coins outside of Guildfest. But otherwise, that's still a very good quest. The last ones I want to talk about is gems. So there are really 3 quests regarding the gems, and so one of them is available at the beginner gauntlet. The other one's at the expert gauntlet, and obviously expert and any other expert and master. So basically there's 3 of them. I don't use, so in the past I used to do the 141, which is to spend 50,000 gems. It used to be the biggest spend gems quest, and they've added a couple more lately. Let's see if we have new quests. We don't. Obviously, I'm done. I'm just looking to see if there's quests on the topic I'm talking about. The other ones that they've added is for 100,000 gems. To spend 100,000 gems for 183. That's a good one. And then usually I try to do the 200,000 one for 238 points. It's a very good quest. Obviously, you'll hear me talk about gems a lot. As free-to-play players, it's always a challenge. So for me, there's the priority number 1 is to have enough gem for bargain store. We've had a bargain store about a week ago, so I know it's going to take a while before the next one, but I want to make sure that I have at least 300,000 gems for that. The next thing that I'm going to spend on is Tycoon, and also I want to buy some tomes. As a free-to-play player, it's really the only way to get tomes a lot. You naturally, just by playing the game and doing labors and cargo ship, you get about, like I said, between 1,500 and 2,000 a year. It's not a lot. If you want to unlock sigil, you need like 2,800. So myself, I use my gem on bargain store, on Tycoon, and on sigil. So usually whenever I know I have enough for bargain store, or I know it's going to be a while, and I stumble on one of these spend gems quest, I will try to do a combination of, at the moment what I'm doing is if I get a 200,000 gems quest, I'm gonna buy two sets of 100 tomes. so that's 160. And then I'm gonna combine that with a pack of 100 tokens, which is another 60, so that's 220. And yes, it's higher than 200. To me, it's not a waste. It just happens that at the end of the day, it's still better. It's still some good points. So, and then if I get a 100,000 gems quest, I would just probably buy 100 tomes for 80,000 and then 100 tokens for 60. Yes, it's 140,000 gems. It's fine. I'm good with that. So these are very good quests, easy quests. The only thing you got to do is you got to make sure that you're prepared for Guildfest. So make sure you have enough gems, you have enough guild coins, you have enough turf quest. I only use them, these guys, for Guildfest. I don't use them for the resources or the hearts. I'm just keeping them for that. At the end of the day, these things, what they do is they inflate your might artificially. So they make you look stronger. If you want to migrate, it might cost you an extra scroll. It provides nothing. So I only use them for this quest. The fragments, make sure you don't waste your fragments. Stock them, use them wisely for Guildfest and Exchange Extravaganza. And same thing for these. Don't use them unless you have an event like Guildfest or Extravaganza. So you've heard me say that several times. Being free to play is about patience, planning. You need to be wise if you want to have a good account. So those are the ways I think you're gonna get. You're gonna be a pro at Guildfest by being wise, by planning, and by having a little bit of patience. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, and like I say, I will reply. And if it's a bad comment, I'll just ignore.